Iran's history is one of the world's oldest and most influential, characterized by the rise and fall of great empires, profound cultural achievements, and a complex interplay between tradition and modernity. Introduction: the land and its people. Iran, historically known as Persia until 1935, is located on a high plateau in Southwest Asia, acting as a bridge between the Middle East, Central Asia, and the Indian subcontinent. Its name comes from the ancient Aryanam, meaning land of the Aryans. The Persian language, Farsi, and a strong sense of cultural identity, shaped by over 2 millennia of history, have endured despite foreign invasions and influences. 1. Ancient Iran, the first great empires, c. 550 BCE, 651 CE. This era saw the rise of the world's first superpowers, renowned for their administrative innovation, architectural marvels, and religious tolerance. The Achaemenid Empire, c. 550-330 BCE. Founder, Cyrus the Great. Key facts: this was the largest empire the ancient world had ever seen, stretching from the Balkans to the Indus Valley. Achievements: Cyrus Cylinder. Often called the first charter of human rights, it decreed tolerance for conquered peoples and their customs. Administration: divided the empire into satrapies, provinces, governed by satraps. Infrastructure: built the Royal Road, a vast network for communication and trade. Monuments: built the magnificent ceremonial capital of Persepolis. Fall: conquered by Alexander the Great of Macedon. The Seleucid, Parthian and Sasanian empires, 312 BC or 651 CE. After Alexander's death, his general Seleucus took control of Persia, founding the Hellenistic Seleucid Empire. The Parthian Empire, 247 BCE, 224 CE, emerged from the ashes of the Seleucids, famously defeating the Romans at the Battle of Carrhae. They are known for their powerful cavalry. 2. Medieval Iran, Islamization and Persian Renaissance, 651-1501. The Arab conquest in the 7th century was a transformative event, introducing Islam and altering the cultural and religious landscape. Islamic conquest and integration, 7th-10th centuries. Zoroastrianism was gradually replaced by Islam, though the Persian language and many customs were preserved. Persia was ruled by the Umayyad and later Abbasid caliphates. The Persian Renaissance, 9th-10th centuries. Local Persian dynasties, Samanids, Buyids, gained autonomy. This period saw a flourishing of Persian literature, science, and philosophy. The epic poet Ferdowsi wrote the Shahnameh, Book of Kings, which revived the Persian language and mythical history. Turco-Mongol invasions and rule, 11th-15th centuries. Seljuk Turks, 1040-1194, adopted Persian culture and administered their empire through Persian bureaucracy. Mongol invasion, 1219-1221. Led by Genghis Khan, this was a catastrophic event, destroying cities and irrigation systems and causing massive depopulation. Timur, Tamerlane, 1370-1405. Another devastating conqueror who briefly established an empire. Despite the destruction, these periods eventually led to cultural fusion. The Ilkhanate, Mongol rulers of Persia, eventually converted to Islam and patronized Persian art and architecture. Three. Early modern Iran, the Shia state, 1501-1925. The Safavid Empire, 1501-1736. Founder Shah Ismail, first. Key event, declared Twelver. Shia Islam the official state religion, creating a fundamental divide with the Sunni Ottoman Empire to the west. This act forged a unique Iranian identity that persists today. Golden Age, under Shah Abbas the Great, r. 1588-1629. The empire reached its peak. He made Isfahan his capital, building magnificent mosques, palaces and bridges, for example, Naksh-e-Jahan Square. Fall, weakened by internal strife and Afghan invasions. Afsharid and Zand dynasties, 1736-1795. A period of instability followed. Nader Shah, Afsharid, was a brilliant military leader who briefly restored the empire's borders, even sacking Delhi. The Zand dynasty brought a period of peace and cultural patronage. The Qajar dynasty, 1795-1925. Context: Iran faced pressure from Imperial Russia and Great Britain, losing significant territory in the Caucasus and Central Asia. Internal change: the Qajars were seen as weak and corrupt. This led to social unrest and the Constitutional Revolution, 1905-1911. The Constitutional Revolution forced the Shah to establish a parliament, Majlis, and a constitution, limiting his absolute power. It was a major step towards modernity, though it created ongoing tension between the monarchy and elected bodies. Four. The Pahlavi Dynasty, Modernization and Autocracy, 1925-1979. This period was defined by a forced, top-down drive to modernize and secularize Iran. 5. The Pahlavi Dynasty, Modernization and Autocracy, 1925-1979. Reza Shah Pahlavi, 1925-1941, a military officer who seized power. He embarked on a radical modernization program, secularization, banned Islamic veils, hijab, built a modern education system, and promoted Western dress. Centralization, suppressed tribal autonomy and modernized the infrastructure, Trans-Iranian Railway. Nationalism, emphasized pre-Islamic Persia as the source of national pride. Mohammad Reza Shah Pahlavi, 1941-1979, succeeded his father, 1953. Coup. His government was overthrown in a popular movement, but was restored in a coup orchestrated by the American CIA and British MI6, which made him deeply unpopular and dependent on the West. The White Revolution, 1963, a land reform and modernization program that further alienated the traditional clergy and rural population. Autocratic rule. His secret police, Savak, brutally suppressed all dissent. While the country grew wealthy from oil, corruption was rampant and the gap between rich and poor widened. Six. The Islamic Revolution and the Islamic Republic, 1979-present. A profound revolution replaced a secular monarchy with a theocratic republic. The 1979 revolution, a coalition of liberal, leftist and Islamist forces led by the exiled Ayatollah Ruhollah Khomeini, overthrew the Shah. Khomeini's Islamist faction quickly consolidated power. Establishment of the Islamic Republic. A new constitution created a unique system of government with two pillars: Velayat-e-Faqih, guardianship of the Islamic jurist, a supreme leader, first Khomeini, now Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, with ultimate authority over the military, judiciary and media. A republic, an elected president and parliament, though their power is limited by the supreme leader and unelected bodies like the Guardian Council. Key events: Iran-Iraq War, 1980 to 1988. A devastating 8-year war started by Iraq's Saddam Hussein. It solidified the regime's hold on power under a nationalist banner. Internal dynamics: ongoing tension between reformists, who want to liberalize the system from within, and hardliners who resist any change. Nuclear program. Iran's nuclear program has led to intense international scrutiny and severe economic sanctions. Green Movement, 2009. Massive protests following a disputed presidential election, which were violently suppressed. Women Life Freedom Protests, 2022-2023. Nationwide protests triggered by the death of Mahsa Amini in morality police custody, challenging the very foundations of the Islamic Republic. Summary and legacy. Iran's history is a tapestry of imperial grandeur, cultural and scientific achievement, traumatic foreign invasions, and resilient national identity. The central dynamic of modern Iran is the struggle between its ancient Persian heritage, its deep-rooted Shia Islamic faith, and the ongoing demands for social and political change from its young and connected population. Iran's history is one of the world's oldest and most influential, characterized by the rise and fall of great empires, profound cultural achievements, and a complex interplay between tradition and modernity. Summary and legacy.